morning, everybody. We found a nice scenic spot, but unfortunately it was kind of unlevel. Our heads were higher than our feet, which is good for sleeping, but still a little bit too much. But anyway, now we're off to find a nice spot for breakfast, hopefully catch some whales.
You're going to catch some whales?
That's what we're having for breakfast.
So a couple of nice things about this spot. It was nice and quiet overnight, and I had a good cell signal so I could do some work this morning. That's always good.
Audra's been forced to enjoy her breakfast on this side of town because certain somebody has taken up residency in the passenger seat.
Yeah, our kitty's not spoiled at all. So this morning there hasn't been much whale activity, so it makes us realize how fortunate we were the other day when there were so many whales out here that we could see. The weather's a little bit worse today and the water's more rough, so maybe they're out there and we just can't see them as much. But anyway, we decided to wrap things up here since we weren't seeing many whales, and we weren't going to tell you this because it was almost too embarrassing, but we went to start the van and it didn't start. We realized we'd left the lights on. A really nice man came over and offered us a jump, and we tried to start the van. It didn't start. We tried several more times. It didn't start. We thought for sure it was done for this battery.
Embarrassing indeed. This marks the fourth time since April that we left.
Yeah.
It was hooked up to their battery for a solid 5 minutes. And like Audra said, we tried it multiple times over that course of that 5 minutes. And it got to the point where I was chatting with the nice man. He was like, I need to call for help. We have AAA, so that would have been the next step for us. So I was like, all right. And I felt bad tying them up, so let me try it just one more time. And praise God, it turned over. So, like Audra said, very nice couple. Took time out of their day to help us out. The lady was like, we've done this ourselves many times. We know what it's all about. She's like, I've heard someone say that if you take a clothespin and put it on yourself, that'll remind you that your headlights are on. Like, well, pretty soon I'm going to have to start writing it on my forehead. So said our goodbyes, and she comes back around and she brings an actual clothespin from their vehicle and said, here you go, this can serve as your reminder. So I asked what her name was, and she said it's Gervais, so I wrote it on the clothespin. So now we hopefully have a reminder moving forward that we left our headlights on.
It's kind of funny. Well, not funny, but ironic. We were driving here, and it was just kind of spitting a little bit, not raining hard, and I said to Steve, oh, should we turn the lights on? I think both of us had the thought in our mind, we really shouldn't turn the lights on because we forget to turn them off. So our problem is when we park somewhere, we don't get out of the van from the front doors usually. So Steve just came back to the back, so there's no dinging to remind us that the lights are on. So yeah, we did it again. And I know some of you guys have said we need to get our little jumper pack thing. Yes, we do. And some of you have said just get a new battery. But the battery's under the driver's seat, and that is a whole thing. So we were both sitting here just dreading the thought of having to go through the hassle of getting a new battery and to switch it out. So I was praying, and then it's funny because Gervais said that she had been praying that it would start. So I am so thankful we don't have to deal with that today. Now we're going to be a little nervous, I think, going forward that the battery's going to start again after we stop, but I guess we'll find out.
So in honor of Gervais, here's to remembering to not forget. So this morning's fiasco keeps running through my brain. Of course, the mistakes we made in leaving the lights on again. But what really stands out, this reminder will help us hopefully to remember to turn off the lights and all the other electronic stuff that might drain the battery. But it also serves as a reminder that there are still good people out there. Gervais and her husband, I don't know if you will watch our videos or not, but if you do, I just want to say thank you again for your kindness and your time this morning. Thank you for serving as a reminder that there are good people in this world. All right, so I'm going to go check out a whale watching center down here at Depoe Bay Park. Audra's going to stay in the van. We're going to let it run for a solid half hour, charge up the battery hopefully. So I'm going to go take a quick minute and see what this is all about.
About how the mom will often bring the baby right up to the boat down there, the little tour boats you can take. The people are able to touch the whale, pet it, and so forth.
Well, we got to the library later than usual today, and we also broke away earlier than usual. Kind of unusual for us, we only put a couple hours in there. But that's because we wanted to hit something up at high tide, which is also unusual. Usually we're trying to be out for low tide for the tide pools, but today we are heading back to the Devil's Punchbowl. Should be kind of impressive at high tide. Guess we'll find out. A little bit of a bust. I guess the tide is 8 feet above sea level at the moment, but I guess that's not enough to make it pretty spectacular with the splashes in the Punchbowl. I guess you need some rougher waves and windier weather maybe, but it was still pretty cool to see how different it looks from when we were here last time. You know, the bowl being all filled up and then looking down where we walked along the beach to get to the bowl and how the water's up over everything. So it's pretty impressive to see the tide changes and just how the landscape changes from day to day and hour to hour. So you win some and you lose some. As Steve says, we are striking out a little bit today. We came back to the Yaquina outstanding area, natural outstanding area, and it's a little after 4 o'clock. We found out it closes at 5. So we want to check out an area we didn't see yesterday, so I guess we'll check that out pretty quick and then figure out what we're going to do for the rest of the day, because had been planning on hanging out here for a while. Alright, so just try heading back to the lighthouse. So the main reason we actually came back here was to go to the interpretive center because it was closed when we first got here yesterday. But that closed at 4. So we're just gonna get a look here at the lighthouse. Tide's in, so probably won't be able to see as much, and then figure out what our next plan is. We're not really sure. Yesterday, we ended our day with a really nice walk on the beach for some good exercise, and then we actually found a new spot to park overnight closer to town. We are in Nye Beach, which I guess technically is part of Newport, but its own little like neighborhood area. We parked right on the street with a bunch of other vans, right the beach nearby, and today we're gonna be leaving town. But first, we're gonna see if we can deal with our water situation, and we're gonna be going to Walmart to stock up, in the library, and then leaving town, I think.
Game over.
All right, well, we just spent a couple hours at the library, and now we are getting ready to head out of town. But before doing that, I have to stop for a special treat at a food truck here. Look what we have here. I already tasted a French fries, yummy. So now we're gonna go find a nice spot to have some lunch.
Turn at Bay State Park, then your destination will be on the right.
So since we've been on the coast, I've been wanting to get some seafood, and our friend Erin of Bacon's Rebellion recommended this place. So I want to try that today before we take off and head south. Pretty excited about this. Oh yeah. It's very crispy on the outside, really good tartar sauce, and great fish. It's Pacific cod. Very good. All right, let's see what Steve thinks. He's not as big of a fan of fish.
It helps that there's tartar sauce. Very good.
So I had narrowed down my choices for fish today to 2 places. The other place is also really popular, but I read reviews about the tartar sauce, and tartar sauce is pretty important to me, so I decided on the food truck instead of the restaurant, and I think I'm really glad. I'm very happy with my decision. Hey, that's my tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce.
All right, well, my official rating on lunch from the Oregon Fishmongers is 5 vans. The fish was good, The fries were really good. And I'm not much of a coleslaw fan, but even the coleslaw was good. So 3 for 3. I approve. And good tartar sauce. So we have had a fantastic time in the Depoe Bay Newport area here. I also give that 5 vans. We got to see the whales, the sea lions, and what else? The
Harbor
seals. Oh, it's so awesome. And the scenery has been amazing. So now our bellies are full. The sun is out and we have more to see, but you're going to have to tune in next time to see where we're heading next.
We really have had a great time in this area, but this is where we're going to leave you for this episode. As always, we love hearing from you, so drop us a comment below. If you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. And if you could do one more thing for us, go tell a friend to watch Steve and Audra. Until next time, we'll see you.
Just kidding. Before leaving town, we decided we want to go see the California sea lions. So you get a little extra bonus this time. This is where we're going to leave you for this episode. If you enjoy our videos, please consider becoming a patron by using the link on the screen that we've also included in the video description, along with information about today's adventure and our channel. A special thank you to all our patrons. We appreciate your ongoing support. Thanks for coming along with us on this van life adventure. Please take a second to hit the like button below, leave a comment to let us know you're watching, and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Don't forget, you can also connect with us and see my photos of the places we visit on our Facebook and Instagram.